You hear the rich man in value when you hear my music. A rich man with value. And you realize this is a great lyricist, a great MC. And a man's proud of that. He's proud of that title. He's not trying to be street. Instead, it's the complete opposite. He knew he was born to be a lyricist. So, what had occurred was because of the fact that his music shows he's a great lyricist. And I'm talking about my music. Songs like Make You Laugh, Carry the Load. It's different. And it's from a legit perspective. It's from a man who lives it, breathes it, and everything. You know how they say, are you really a real street guy? Are you really a real legit person? Because if you legit, then you know what I'm talking about. And what I've done is done something for the legit listeners. And whenever I flow, I'm flowing to a legit group of an audience. And not only that, I'm just talking to those that are legit and understand what I'm talking about. So, for someone to try to force someone legit to what they consider the struggle and all that stuff on purpose, they paid for that because they couldn't kill me by getting me there. Instead, what they did was they breached and did a whole lot of stuff they were never supposed to do to someone like myself. And then they paid for it. At the end of the day, I went from being legit and in a legit environment to being legit to a unlegit environment. And still, I'm back to where I'm supposed to be. Placed. See, there's something called placement. And I'm placed where I'm supposed to be placed. You try to put me somewhere where I was not supposed to be. You can't have an angel to be in hell and think you could destroy that angel by trying to convince everybody that's of higher standards and power that that person is supposed to be where you tried to place them, which is lower than that, and try to have them in like a hell environment and try to say they belong there and they really belong up. And then you think no one would ever know what you try to do deedly on top or wherever you placed that, and tried to cause friction to that person's life and thought no one would ever know that you ever did what you did. Then at the end of the day, back to making the point is, I am that angel that's back where I'm supposed to be. And you couldn't get me to be placed in the worst and had me to see the worst and thought that would kill me. Instead, all it did was make me learn, understand, and know I'm better than where I was. And they couldn't devalue me. Instead, my value couldn't be unvalued or milked from me. Instead, I increased in my knowledge and got a lot smarter. And I became someone smarter to the point that I got mentally not lost to where I was, but I adapted to where I was. That they couldn't stop me from doing what I was doing. And it took for someone to be smart enough to get me before it got worse of what could have become of what I could have become in that environment. They got me from that environment. And I had got psychologically competent back again and I'm back to how I'm supposed to be, and I'm mentally back how I'm supposed to be. And now, when you hear my music, you're going to be hearing what you're supposed to be hearing. You're going to be hearing a man that's mature himself and not lost in an environment that isn't of mine. But since I've lived it, you're going to hear some stuff that I rap about and know, oh wow, that's real. He lived it because we seen it. And what I'm going to be talking about is the most recent stuff. I ain't going to be talking about none of that stuff that they wanted you to see. What they wanted was to have a man of value to be put a place of not value. And then they wanted to talk trash about the person and try to have you believe this stuff about the person. And then they wanted you to believe it so much that everything you knew was from there. This very unvalued place. And instead, you know what has happened? I'm back to where I'm supposed to be. And what I'm going to wise you up to, don't ever have yourself to believe that you got to be out there on the street when you get back to where you're supposed to be proving something to yourself. Don't even have yourself to think that. Have yourself to go the path of onward, forward, and beyond that. And continue to go the direction you're supposed to and not go backwards. And trust me, it will continue to be of the most value to who you are. I'm living proof of that. If you need more understanding, you can say something to me and I'll help you to clearly understand what I'm talking about. Because I'm a real, living, human being, man, who has lived long enough, because I'm 30 years old, to have you to understand what I'm talking about. Whether it's music, the living of music, I know it, because I've been there and done it. And if you want to know and understand what I'm talking about the other side, I know it already too. No one could ever look at me and be like, he don't know about that life and all this stuff like that. Not only do I know it, I'm better than it. Now because of that, I'm going to continue to go onward, forward, and beyond what I'm better than because of my positioning and what I'm placed as to become and to mature and grow and ripen to being. Some are just away and some are to be better. And it's only understood better because by law, it's better. Trust me. You do not want to be caught in that. It's stupid to even try to understand anyway. I got no felonies. It stopped at just misdemeanors. I'm on no probation. I got a clean record. I'm fine. That's an example of how you're supposed to be. You're that around the age of 10. You're that around the age of 17. If you are someone that had been groomed correctly, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say legit. I'm legit. Currently, right now, today, I'm legit. All I wanted to do is just have you to understand in more detail so you'll know that future Donald K. Richardson is living correctly and how he's supposed to. And I know those out there are proud of me. And I'm glad that I did my job. I can continue to do a lot more than what I have done. I'm going further than this. And I got some more music coming. But in the meantime, the music that is out is the music that is of the focus. That's of my focus of my music. So enjoy it. And enjoy it. I'm going to keep updating you on how well I'm doing. And you do the same because I'm enjoying noticing how well you're doing. Later. I'm out.